Assalamu alaikum, bienvenidos, and welcome to the Theimpactplay. My name is Muhammad, otherwise known as It's Yaku, and I am your host and your producer on the ones and twos, and we are your one-stop shop for the news, discussions, and reviews around gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, esports, and music. We're also keen on uplifting voices and even highlighting their stories. This support keeps the lights running and keeps the content coming. You can learn more by joining us over directly on Discord, where you get access to some exclusive content, including the show, getting the show ad-free, getting a whole ton of content before everyone else, and more. We are also Epic partners. Every purchase you make within the Epic Store, when you use our credit code Theimpactplay, you get a commission and a kickback. Help support us in a brand new way, and now it's cost to you. So use that credit code Theimpactplay when you're buying anything in Rocket League, Fortnite, Fall Guys, and more. So no matter the platform, either Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox, or even on PlayStation, your support definitely goes a long way. This episode is also sponsored by Audible. However, we'll tell you about that later. This is our review cast where we are reviewing the final episode of Secret Invasion. So give it a listen and let us know your thoughts. Introducing Team Impact. Born in Atlanta and powered by the Theimpactplay. Learn more by visiting Theimpactplay.com. Once again, that is Theimpactplay.com. Team Impact and all of its affiliates are property and trademark of the Theimpactplay. All rights reserved. You can sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to 1 credit. If you have Amazon Prime, you get access to 2 credits, and it's good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Once again, that is audibletrial.com/Theimpactplay. Alrighty, folks, so it is time for our review cast for episode 6, the season finale of Secret Invasion. But before we get into this will be our supporters get first hands on this content and more. You guys need to become a supporter. You can learn more by joining us over directly on Discord and giving us a subscription directly in there. It is simple and easy for you guys. But nonetheless, I guess let's get into this review cast, folks. This is gonna be a should I put it as a 2-parter? Yeah, we'll do a 2-part episode per normal. So the first episode we'll try to keep it as spoiler free as possible. The second episode will have more of a discussion, regardless of spoilers or not. So I guess let's get into this, folks, without further ado. Alright, folks, it's time for part 1 of our review cast for, like I said previously, episode 6, or the season finale of Secret Invasion. So, of course, this was the finale. We saw a little bit of action throughout the show. A little bit of, what's that word I'm looking for? Not misconception. I can't think of that word. Like I have it on the tip of my head, but I can't think of what that specific word that I'm thinking of. But nonetheless, we learned, I guess, the epic conclusion of this whole thing. But there's one answer that was not resolved, which was the whole point of this little bit of Secret Invasion, where I guess we don't have to worry about this because we discussed this before, where Nick Fury was supposed to find a home for all these scrolls, and apparently that was left unanswered. So we just have to wait and see if there's gonna be a season 2. I'm curious. I'm gonna look this up right now. Hold on, give me a second. Let me exactly show you what's going on my screen. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's see. Secret Invasion Season 2. Low-key, nonsense, mixed reviews, isn't super likely because it was like a mini series. Let's see, let's go to Screen Rant. Let's see what it says. See, the initial storyline resolved, the Scroll storyline escalates, leaving potential for a follow-up season for tie-ins to other MCU projects. So this is all just speculation. So I guess even I wouldn't think that there will be a season 2 because it's like a mini series. So mini series don't potentially get a second season. But we'll have to wait and see because of this ongoing actor and writer strike. So we never know. But all in all, we saw. I was gonna get a little bit. I stopped myself mid sentence. The reason why, because I felt myself I was gonna give away spoilers to exactly what happened. I'm like, wait a minute, stop. But yeah, like I said, like it answered some questions and it left like the main question unresolved. So, even though season 2 is not likely at all, why not answer this at the end of season 6? Doesn't make any sense. Like it doesn't. There's the whole purpose of this secret invasion because the the first question, the whole purpose of secret invasion because Nick Fury didn't live up to his promise, and yet it still hasn't been resolved throughout this whole entirety of the season. Like, huh? Like it was underwhelming. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like this was the most underwhelming episode because this was the season finale. I should have answered a lot of questions, but the biggest one yet, or should I say the biggest and the first question, like I said, was not answered. And the big thing that I've been having with this series since the very first episode, there's no flashback or what happened previously, or nothing like that. So what exactly is going on with this thing? Let me see. What should I give it as a rating? Give me a second. Episode 6. Okay. We gave it a 3.5. No, this is episode 6, right? I was thinking of 4. Let's see. Yeah, we gave it a 3. Wow. It looks like I'm gonna give it a 2.5. Like, literally. A 2.5 on the Theimpactplay scale. Because of the, like, literally the biggest thing. He didn't answer. And this was like, okay. Like it wasn't bad. But still. Even for a Marvel show. Like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had a lot more answers and tie-ins with all these MCU films and so on. This one, not at all. So I don't know what is going on with this. So that's a 2.5 out of a 5-star rating. So I guess we're all getting into part 2 of this review cast, where we don't have to worry about spoilers for everyone else who doesn't want to enjoy, doesn't want any spoilers, or hasn't watched the season finale of Secret Invasion. You could pause this or come back to this later or stop it or whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Have a good one, and we'll see you all on part 2. Yalla. All right, folks. So thank you so much for joining alongside with us for part 2 of our review cast for episode 6 season finale of Secret Invasion. So let's get right into this, folks. More of an in-depth explanation and more of my hot takes, regardless of spoilers or not. Like we saw in the previous episode, Nick Fury gave. Why did he do that? Hold on, I need that. Give me the IMDb page. This way, I know the character list. Okay, episode 6. Gave Gravik the Hunter DNA, which is essentially Carol Danvers' DNA, aka Captain Marvel. So, he kept a DNA list of beyond than just the Avengers. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. Home. Hold on. Control H, Secret Invasion, Episode 6. List. Here it is. Oh look, comic book has literally everything, all the DNA that was used. Okay, so for the it was called the Harvest. So the Harvest was a mashup of DNA, not just Carl Danvers, Captain America, Thor, the Hulk, Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel. And then you also got the Guardians of the Galaxy. Apparently, I don't know how. Gamora, Drax, Mantis, Groot, the Valkyrie, Korg. Oh, that's what it was. Abomination, Ghost. Who's Ghost? Oh wait, I remember who that is now. Okay, wow, Thanos, the Black Order, Outrider. Let's see, along with a Jotunheim Frostbeast of Chitoria. Wow, he collected DNA from everybody. Yeah. Wow. Literally the whole Avengers. Alright. So as I was saying, that was funny. So apparently Nick Fury ended up giving him the Harvest, and then he ended up giving him. He ordered graphic stop before I give you this, and to get off Earth, go find another planet to conquer or make yourselves home. And then apparently he embedded all the Avengers DNA into himself, into that machine that he had with Fury still inside, which we learned which exactly wasn't Nick Fury. It was Gia. Disguised as Fury. So when Gravik embedded all the Avengers DNA into himself, he also gave her the same abilities. Which is funny. And then Nick Fury was he partnered with, what's her name? Sonya, I think it is. Yeah, Sonya. That's funny how I remembered her name. Sonya, to kind of stop the president's order to destroy a supposed Skrull Russian base, which was under it, where all the where we learned in this particular episode, it was exactly confirmed that world leaders that all these Skrulls replaced were actually they held them hostage, including Rhodes, Colonel Rhodes. So moving on with this, and I'm like, so that's why Gravik kind of ordered the Skrull Rhodes to attack that Russian base. This way it'll get rid of the hostages too. But then Nick Fury and Sonya teamed up to kind of reveal the Skrull Rhodes. And then the president pretty much stopped the order, but in turn he made a speech which was, "Oh, we're coming for you, Skrulls. Not the rebellious Skrulls, or the not just the rebellious Skrulls. Every single Skrull, even the ones that are peaceful. We know how to find you. We know how to, and we're gonna kill you all." I'm like, Even Nick Fury said it himself, like, I was good until he made that speech. It was so full of hate. And not just that, it inspired a lot of vigilantes, which Nick Fury said. They were killing innocent people who weren't even Skrulls, just to kill them. Just for an excuse to say, oh, I thought you were a Skrull. Come on. Like, really? That's how they ended this, like, literally full of hate. And also, Nick Fury's wife, Priscilla, kind of got back together with her true self without her, taking on the identity of someone else. And apparently, I think they were both going off world, and then he kind of implied saying that I need you, so we could do like a Skrulls peace treaty type deal with the United States or with the world or what have you, and it just ended. I'm like, and like literally the biggest thing that Nick Fury promised these Skrulls years ago was to find them a world, or even find them a home. And he even said in this episode, like, it's easier to, even Gravik used to work on the Nick Fury. And the reason why he took that particular phase was because that was the first kill that he made for Nick Fury. But, what was I saying? Forget about his face. Go back a little bit. I just lost that chain of thought. I'm like, really? Oh, I was having a good streak. All right, let's see if I can remember. I remember. I don't remember. I swear to God, I don't remember. I lost it. I guess let's continue on with this. So as a series rating on the Theimpactplay scale, I'm gonna give it a 3. A 3 out of my 5-star rating on the Theimpactplay scale. Because like I said, it's the thing that bothered me the most throughout this entirety of the episode series is no previously on whatsoever. And then the second biggest thing was you promised them a home, and yet that question was unanswered, unresolved. You have no way of knowing. And this series could possibly end without us exactly knowing the main purpose of the show. Like, literally. So I guess that's about it on that front. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love your feedback. If you guys are interested in considering some reading mail, here's how you can contact us. So you do have a couple ways to do so. You can send us an email to readingmail@theimpactplay.com. You can leave us your feedback via Discord. By leaving a voice note over the Theimpactplay. Even if you guys are listening to us directly on Spotify, there will be a question following each and every episode asking you for your thoughts. If you have any questions for that particular episode, you can respond to us that way. If you do so, regardless of how you send us your feedback will either be played live or read live here on the show. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. You can catch the regular recording of the Theimpactplay where we do record live over at twitch.tv/Theimpactplay, or if you're unable to join us live, you could catch it later on youtube.com/Theimpactplay, as your favorite podcast platform. Simply search for Theimpactplay. It's all one word, folks. It is not case sensitive. So leave us a review, just rating the favorite platform. It'll help us reach even more listeners, even more viewers, help expand our community. And you can also join the conversation offline by joining us on Discord. But thank you guys so much. We appreciate every single one of you. Have a good one. And until next time, folks. Yalla. Salam alaikum. Nos vemos. We are out. Yalla.